Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is just me making a half wig headband crochet wig using some Harlem 125 Kima Brazilian braid hair. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the last few months, or you haven't been on YouTube like that for the last few months, you guys are not or may not be aware that there was a lace shortage during a majority of the pandemic. So about around June or July is when I guess I became familiar with the fact that there was a lace shortage in the Asian markets, primarily the lace used to make kind of lace closures, lace frontals, and all those types of things. And of course, the Asian market still wanted to be able to make some coin, make some money, pull in some dollars. And so they came up with this headband solution that ironically, funny enough, took off, really took off, mainly with the human hair community. And I wanted today to take part of the craze in kind of a crochet hair-like way by making this half wig headband wig using synthetic crochet hair. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this wig, what the pros and cons of making a half wig headband synthetic wig are, and overall what my thoughts are about this craze that has really taken over the YouTube streets over the last few months. If you want to see how I made this, get my opinion, and see all of that good stuff, just keep watching.
Now this is the wig cap that I'm using. I got it from Amazon and I like the fact that it's braided. I will link it down below for anybody who is interested in said wig cap. And this is the hair that I'm using. It is the Harlem 125 Kima braid hair in the style Brazilian braid and in the color 1B. Now you guys are probably like, you said you weren't buying any non-black owned crochet hair. You lying. What you lying for? Now if you've been watching my channel and you are familiar with my vlogs, you'll know I talked about in a vlog this time last year that this was supposed to be my birthday hair. This is supposed to be birthday hair of 2019. I was about to go into 30 looking like this, but Sam's Beauty did your girl wrong. So it just sat. I have a whole arsenal of packs of hair sitting in my parents' garage that's just sitting there. I told my mom that she could have it, but then I went in and said, hey look, I need a hair for this experiment. So I decided the Brazilian braid is a hair that I get a lot of questions about and a lot of people want to see me in said hair. So today's video I'm going to be presenting that to you. Now initially, as you will see, I was installing this like I was installing it in my own head. And what I mean is I was being very meticulous, making sure not to miss any rows, making sure to fill in any gaps. And then I used one full pack and I realized, hey, you got like 14 more braids to go, girl. This ain't gonna work unless you're gonna plan on using 14 packs of hair, but you only got 5. So eventually I got my act together and I realized this is a wig. So the construction of it is a little bit different. You don't have to be as meticulous as you would be with your own head, just because this hair is very much so a full hair, that the density on it is going to be very full. It's going to cover it up, so if you have to skip some rows, it's totally fine because the hair is just that full. So initially, you know, your girl was being very meticulous, applying it to every single braid, but if you do that, you're going to have 3 times the amount of hair you probably need to have on a human head, and it's full. As you will see at the end of this video, my hair is very much so full, and I use 5 packs. If I had kept on the path that I was, it would have been a hot mess. And all I'm doing is the same technique I use for when I'm installing it on the braids on my actual head. Is I'm pushing the crochet needle through the braid. I am pulling the hair through the braid. Then I am pulling both strands of hair. Or in the front, I did kind of do one strand just because I was trying to do a semblance of an invisible knot, just because that becomes natural to me, even though it really wasn't required for this. You can pull both strands through. You can bring one strand through, whatever you feel comfortable with, but I only knotted the hair one time for this wig, and I'm going to complete this process all throughout. Probably took me less than an hour to do this in total. And of course, as you guys know, I love doing these voiceovers because in real time your girl is laughing her tail off watching something funny on TV, probably with Potomac girls crack me up. So this is how my hair is looking. Got my wig cap on, got my hair ready to accept this wig. Now the cap construction, one comb in the front, one comb in the back. I'm just going to apply this bad boy on and then go in with my headband of choice.
So this is the finished look. I think it looks really good, and I think the cap feels very secure for it to be a cap that primarily would be made for your regular wigs. I don't think there's a distinction, and I looked online when I bought this cap from Amazon. Was there a specific half wig cap? I couldn't find one, so I just had to go with this, and I think it fits really good for it to be a little farther back on my hairline. It fits very securely. Now, it didn't have adjustable straps, as you guys could see, but on the interior I did see that there was an M, which I'm assuming means medium, and it feels very snug on my head right now, very secure. I don't even feel like I need to go in with bobby pins. At first I was like, okay, it only has 2 combs, might need some bobby pins, don't really need them. It feels very secure on my head, and I really, really like that. Now, the benefits of this, and you can really take this and apply it to the benefits of the headband half wig craze that's been going on right now. The benefit of this is this throw on and go. Like, I literally can throw on and go. The thing I like about crochet hair, you guys know I talk about in a lot of videos, is the fact that you can literally walk out the door with your crochet hair and you look good. You just look good. Put your edges down, you look good with a lot of hair, not all hair. The last hair I tried, I wasn't looking good most days. But again, a lot of my favorites you could literally walk out the door with and it be good. And the same thing goes for this half wig. You could just kind of put it on, walk out the door, and really be good. And also, it can last a lot longer than hair that is installed directly on my head. You guys know I install pretty much every single crochet hair directly on my hair, which means I have to sleep in it. I have to, spend 24 hours, 7 days a week with the hair for 6-7 weeks. So I'm wearing the hair on my head, and I have no recourse for at night. And a lot of hair doesn't really fret overnight, but some hair does. And with this, I don't have to wear it at night. I don't wear wigs at night, but I realized more recently that some people do. I did not even know that was a thing. I'm in a wig group, and there was a question posed, do you sleep with your wigs? And a lot of people said, yeah. I mean, not a lot, but at least like 25 to 75%. 25% saying, yes, I sleep in my wig. 75% saying no, but 25% is still a good number of people who sleep in their wigs, which more power to you, but your girl is a take it off as soon as she come through the door type person. So the thing about that is you can probably get a longevity of wear, longer than you could if you apply it directly to your hair. If I look back at my Harlem 125 Kima soft dread hair, I took that hair out at 7 weeks, but that hair looked really good at week 7. I could have worn it longer, and it was installed directly on my head. So think about it, if I installed it directly on a wig cap, the longevity of wear would be, I probably could have had that wig for a year. I mean, honestly, such a good hair. If I only needed to wear it 9-10 hours a day, and it really wasn't sleeping with me at night, and I didn't have to do all that, I could just put it on this little wig stand and come back to it and throw it on in the morning. So you get the ability to kind of extend the wear of some of your synthetic wigs, and also the affordability of this. Now, again, I bought this hair this time last year, pretty much, or yeah, it might have been right around this time last year, because I wanted it to be my birthday hair of 2019. Unfortunately, it didn't come in on time, so I had to make random beauty supply store decisions for my birthday hair. But when I purchased this, I got it from Sam's Beauty, $5.99 a pack, bought 5 packs, less than $30. And might even been $4.99. I might be lying. It's somewhere $4.99, $5.99 price point. But again, a very affordable $30 situation that I can, take off, take on, and do all that throughout the wear. So that's definitely a benefit of this half wig headband synthetic wig. Now, some of the cons, the first con being something I've seen in the comment section of a lot of people who have reviewed headband wigs, is that people who suffer from alopecia, or people who may have full hair in the back but just don't have edges, always say, I can't participate in this trend because, again, with the craze as it currently stands, I am leaving out some of my front hair and then putting the headband on top. Now, as of recording this, I've seen an uptick of the trend of them having bangs. So I've seen the half wig headband wig with bangs become really popular. So I guess that could alleviate some people who do not have the edges and may suffer from alopecia. So edges may not be as full to participate in the trend. So that could alleviate that. But if you do make it in the way that I made it today, one thing I can say is there's nothing, preventing me from bringing the wig up a little further and then bringing the headband up. So it could just be a purely headband wig. I knew another con of this specifically in the kind of format that I have it in is a lack of versatility. People feel like I can't be as versatile in my style. I'm just stuck with this. In synthetic hair world, you are just stuck with that. Lack of versatility, if you follow me, you know ain't a problem for me, girl. I love looking the same. I don't mind looking the same every single day. I love big hair. Like, this feels good to me. I could rock this for a year, 365 days. If there was a challenge saying, hey, Leah, you got to wear your hair like that every single day for a whole year, I'm like, pay up now because I can do it. But a lot of people do want the ability to flat iron, to wand curl, to put a little body into it, to maybe do a wave certain days. Some people like that versatility. And of course, with this, you don't have that unless, you know, you install another hair, put ocean wave on another wig cap, and then just switch it out. And then you got the versatility. And again, it only cost you what, $30 to do so. So what do I overall think of this headband wig craze? I know I posted or talked about it briefly in one of my more recent videos about how, like, dang, all my other fellow content creators have been able to capitalize off this craze and do so much content, so many sponsored videos. You guys know, with the kind of way my channel is set up, I can't even partake in these. So I'm like, dang, they've been able to, you know, be a part of this, and I ain't even been able to be part of this craze. But what I think of it overall is good on the companies for coming up with a solution. I'm never going to knock a business for finding a way to churn money out. Again, this could have been an epic fail. Like, people could have looked at this as like, okay, it's a gimmick, it's a headband wig, and some people still do. But a lot of people have actually bought. A lot of money has been made by these companies, so much so that they've come out with more and more and more varieties of headband wigs, and they've been so creative at it. I will never knock a business. During, you know, the pandemic, a lot of companies have shut down, did layoffs, not been able to sustain, and they saw a way to sustain, still make dollars, and it not even be more expensive. I mean, if anything, with the lace shortage, they could have, you know, lost money. But I feel like the headband wigs have been $200, $300. I've seen these headband wigs go for a lot of money. So there's not like they're charging $50 and they're losing money. I think they're still making adequate amount of money. And me being, again, a business major, never gonna knock a business hustle. Now, me being kind of like a consumer, it's not a fad for me personally, just because your girl used to be a half wig stan back in 2012, 2014, every single 2 weeks. Every other Friday when I got paid, I was at Tyson, which is our beauty supply store here in Charlotte, and I would go buy 2 half wigs. I would always buy Motown Tress LG 27. That was my half wig of choice. Love that. And I will always buy 1 new wig to experiment with, like, just to see and play with, because LG 27 was my everyday work wig. That was what I was wearing. And then I would, you know, get a funky weekend wig, see if I like it, see if I don't like it. I know Free Tress Dream Girl was one of my go-to. It was so long, it was here. I was all the time wearing half wigs, and then I would throw a headband on it. I was doing the half wig headband craze before it was the craze of today. So I look at it and I'm like, man, I was ahead of the curve. But then I think about my mom, who used to rag on me all the time in the early 2000, 2001, when I loved flares. I went through a phase where I loved flares. All I wore was flares. My mom come in and be like, man, we was wearing them in the 70s and 80s. We was doing all this in the 70s, 80s, girl. This ain't nothing new. And I'm like, well, it's new to me. And that's how I feel about this half wig craze. It's new to a lot of people. A lot of people weren't like me back in 2012, ahead of the curve with my half wig headband wigs. And 2, it's a little bit different in the sense that what I used to do is I wear my half wigs and I pull my hair out over it. Because if you have worn a half wig in your life, or you know what synthetic half wigs are like, they do have a little bit of humpage. They used to at least have a little bit of humpage at the front. So it was really hard to put kind of like a standard headband on. So what I would do is pull my hair out and put it over the hair, just a little bit of my hair, not like a lot of my hair, but a little bit, and fold it over, and then put the headband on. So I do like it in the sense, I mean, you don't even have to pull your hair out. You can just kind of throw the headband on and go. And I think the time of year that this was launched is pivotal, and the company's making money as well. People not going places. People don't need a wig to go to the clubs, go to bars, go to parties, go to baby showers, go to weddings, go to all these types of events, because we ain't been really going nowhere. We've been running errands. And what do you need when you run errands? You don't need nothing fancy. And this is a throw on and go type of a thing. So I think 2 things worked in the favor of these companies. These companies were going through a lace shortage, so they came out with the headband wig during a pandemic, which people weren't really going anywhere. So they wanted something easy, and this became a very easy solution. So I do really think that this came out at a pivotal time in them being able to make money. I don't know if they had released this during just a normal season, if it would have really took off like the way it has kind of during the now we're at home type of a craze. But I made this video for people out there who do not want to spend the $300 and something for the human hair options out there. I am going to make a human hair video in this same format, so if you want to watch that, keep watching. locked into my channel. You don't want to miss that. But I do have a version where I do make this same kind of scenario with human hair crochet. You guys know I tried it almost this time last year. I still have that hair and I reused it and made a wig. So you'll see that coming up. I hope this video really helped you. If you're somebody out there who wants to try a headband wig but doesn't want to spend the money, two, you want to try crochet hair but don't know how to install it directly on your head, you don't know how to cornroll, you don't know how to do all that stuff, this is a good option for you as well. You're somebody who's looking for a throw on and go option. You're somebody who wants to get longevity of wear out of your crochet hair. I think this is a good solution for all those things out there. So I hope today's video was helpful. If it was, give it a big thumbs up. Even if it wasn't, give it a big thumbs up. We want all the love and support over here on this channel. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lavon89 so you can keep up with my shenanigans in real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.